with Replay TV, and players are back to business as they return back to their teams from Seattle, having a fun and exciting time for All-Star Weekend. Atlanta's very own Hayes, Clarendon, and Williams were able to represent the Dream, and sending 3 All-Stars off to the All-Star Weekend hasn't been done since 2014, so this was really special for the Dream. Now that all the fun and games are set aside, they face the Phoenix Mercury tonight, and you know what that means. The all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi, is in the building, and she is on their radar tonight. Now, it's very important in this 40-minute game that they do not let up on Taurasi at any moment. She is lethal at all areas of the court. However, she is missing her partner crime, Brittany Griner, who is sitting out with a knee and ankle injury. Now, we all know Griner has a huge presence in the paint, and it's going to be very crucial for Atlanta to attack the basket and grab those second chance shots. But the last time the Dream faced the Phoenix, they only fell 5 points short. So Griner's sitting out tonight. We're going to see if that's the game changer. So stick with us to see if Atlanta will pull it out this one. Stay locked in with Replay TV as we'll give you the full coverage. So Diana, just really a very physical matchup throughout the entire game. There was frustration with fouls that were called on you guys and also fouls that weren't called on you guys. How were you able to just like mentally work through that and just kind of push through to send it into overtime?
I mean, yeah, we're used to all the bad and good calls in this league. So you know, you just got to keep playing to the next play, and I thought we did that pretty well. So yeah.
From the last few moments in the third quarter, the Dream began to punch back up until the end. What do you attribute that to?
Oh, I mean, they're a good team. They got, you know, tremendous athletes, and you know, when they get going and they turn up the heat, they're a really good team. So, you know, they did that in the third quarter and some of the fourth, and it hurt us in a lot of ways.
With Brittany Griner out with her injury, just talk about your team's resilience stepping up in her spot.
Yeah, I mean, we really haven't helped much since she's gone. We haven't won a game, so you know, I think we have to do a better job of coming into games that are winnable and win them, and we haven't been doing that. So until she gets back, we're gonna have to find that winning spirit somehow.
Now, 31 points for you offensively. You are the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA. Take me back to your rookie year. Did you ever imagine yourself holding this title?
No, you know, I came in as a point guard, more of a distributor, and you know, scoring was very secondary to me, even in college. So, you know, it's something that kind of just evolved when Coach Westhead got to Phoenix. You know, and it went from there, but it wasn't primary for me.
Thank you. So, Brittany, a big layup at the end, and also you sent it into overtime. You hit a big 3 coming back. Just talk about what was going on in your head, like, during that time.
Well, for one, I was just happy I made the layup. It was a rough night offensively. It definitely was one of those games where you have a 4-day break, and you know, it catches up to you. You think you're good, and then you got to realize that, you know, your body is used to a rhythm. So I just knew at the end, when we were going and we were about to set up in half court, I had a feeling coach was going to run a play to where it's in my hands to make something happen. And I was so open that I took off very early, and I made it. So once I made it, I was like, yes, it's a fresh start. We have 5 more minutes to actually do this and end this the right way. Yeah.
Now, during the game, I did see a little frustration from you. You're shaking your head, yeah. Just talk about how you were able to just have short-term memory and just fight throughout the entire game.
Credit to my teammates, especially Chelsea Hopkins, our backup point guard. She was in my ear the whole time, and Mattia Adjavon. They were in my ear, just telling me, you know, let it go. You know, next play, don't worry about it. I just knew, even if I was frustrated on the offensive end, I could not let up on the defensive end, and I was able to get rebounds for my team and get it going kinda and create for other people. But once that ball went in the basket, I started to, you know, get a little more pep in my step. But it's a learning experience. I know that I can't get that deep into my head when the ball's not going through the basket.
Well, thank you, Brittany. Great game from you.
Thanks.
So, Laisha, starting off in the beginning, you guys had a pretty rough start, you know, slow start. But one of the things that Coach Cooper said, what he loves about this team is you guys are patient. So just talk about like the resilience of your team just working this game out.
Yeah, we started off horribly, and we got really nitpicky and frustrated with each other, myself included, which I usually don't do. So it was like we're all just like tired and trying to fight back and win and all make the play to get us back. And we just kept talking about halftime, like stay together, we got to bring energy. And I think we did a good job of staying together, whereas, you know, maybe last year in other games we fell apart at the end, but we really stuck together. We kept trusting each other, and I think that's what got us the win.
Now, Tiffany and Brittany, they both had frustration throughout the entire game. As a leader, what do you say to them to kind of just get them mentally back into it?
I tried. Today I was so frustrated too that I was like, trying to keep it together, but just trying to tell them to stay in it. Like with Brittany, it's like, she's still a rookie and she's playing so well right now, and she doesn't realize like how many ups and downs you're going to have as a rookie, especially where they don't fall in. Maybe you're getting fatigued. It's this time of the year. She's never had to play this hard in this many minutes before, so it's just trying to be positive with them and be like, you got it. Like as soon as you get in your head, you've already lost the game. You know, the plays are over. You have to stay in it mentally. And with Tiff, it's just like try and stay poised, you know, let go of the technical, get back in it. And I kept telling her like, don't get into it with Diana, because Diana, like, she wanted to start kind of a riff with her, because then when we get in it with the refs and our own heads, like that's when we just fall apart, and we've done that in the games past.
Now, you just got back from the WNBA All-Star game. That's really exciting for you, first appearance, and then you come back and you score a triple-double. Now you're the sixth person in the WNBA to do that. So just talk about the morale, like coming into this game. How are you feeling?
A little exhausted, honestly, because the All-Star game was a whirlwind. You know, the travel all the way to Seattle to the West Coast, playing a basketball game, practicing the day before, the media, they kind of are taking you around the whole time. You don't have a ton of downtime, but I was still kind of on an emotional high, but like my body was tired, so I was trying to battle the two. But it was something that was so special, and that means a lot to me, and obviously I'm feeling really good about myself in this league right now. And so just coming in to this game, I was tired and just trying to like, let me fight and bring my team anything. It might not be a ton of scoring tonight, and then like, oh, I got a triple-double. I didn't think I played that well, so I was kind of surprised.
Well, thank you. Congratulations. What an exciting game. The Atlanta Dream were able to send it into overtime. Diana Taurasi, the all-time leading scorer, had 31 points. But you know what? The Dream punched back, and all players from the starting lineup were able to score double digits. Laisha Clarendon being the sixth person in the WNBA to have a triple-double. Just an exciting game overall. The Dream were all over the court, and their resilience showed tonight. So it's just an awesome game for them at the end. The next game will be here in the McCamish Pavilion against the Minnesota Lynx on Friday at 7:30. So stay locked in with Replay TV, and we'll always keep you covered.